It was a very old building there. It's now the Priory, which is a private hospital. But I think it was in the early 80s. It was being used as a refuge for battered women. And they wanted to knock it down and build the hospital, which eventually did happen. But we fought against it. There was a sit-in there. People stayed overnight. They just stayed there permanently to try and keep it being used for its original function. It was great. It was really nice. There's lots of not everybody stayed overnight. You didn't necessarily have the ability to stay overnight. You might have to get home to your family or whatever. But there were people there all the time, and it was quite a strong feeling of camaraderie. It was working as a group.
My abiding memory of that time is solidarity. The most incredible. I felt so privileged to find these women that felt the same way as me, and we helped organise the very first and only Women's Liberation Conference in Birmingham, and we commandeered a community centre in Ladywood for it. And I think I must have cooked forever. And thousands of women came from all over the country. It was so joyous. It was amazing feeling that all these women came together to share their feelings and thoughts about how women could progress in this society.
When I came to university, what happens in the first week or so of university is they have what's called Freshers' Fair. Freshers are the people who are having their first year at university, and there's all the clubs and groups that are around at the university, all at little tables. This is what it used to be like. It may be like this still, I don't know. Saying, this is our group. And so I joined the folk dance group, and I joined the women's group. And the women's group was jointly with Aston University and what was then the Birmingham Polytechnic. And so I joined this group of women who would meet every week and talk about stuff. And somehow or other, we also set up a bookstall. So it just seems I have this thing where I end up selling things and in business in somewhere or other. And so every, I think, Monday lunchtime, we would have this stall of books around feminism to sell, and would sit there and chat to people. But it meant that people always knew where to find us and always knew what was going on because we were there. And so I learned about going to where to buy books, and I discovered that if you bought a lot of books from somewhere, you can get them cheaper and make a bit of a profit on them for the group. That was a good thing.
In Spain, they were illegal, so there would be either workers on strike or students at universities, or the two together, maybe students supporting workers on strikes. I've never been imprisoned or badly hit, but I remember clearly running after a demonstration with the police after me, and the fear of knowing that they are behind you, and they had buttons, very hard buttons that would hurt you badly if they hit you. And I remember going into a shop, like hiding into a shop. That's the closest, that's the greatest danger I have felt.